The country's first and only reality business television show goes online in its latest season as it continues its mission to build the nation one entrepreneur at a time. Joining us on The Final Word is the Final Pitch creator and host, John Aguilar, to share with us what we could expect in this 7th season. John, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on the premiere last Sunday of season 7 of The Final Pitch.
Thank you so much, Rico. It's been challenging for us, like with a lot of industries now, but we just had to do it. We have to move on and we have to continue with what we do. So we have this season a virtual edition. That's what we're having for this season.
It is a virtual edition. So is that what makes it different from the previous 6 seasons?
Okay, so what happened was that before, the entrepreneurs were pitching face-to-face to the investor judges. This time, we had the entrepreneurs go to our HQ, Dragon's Nest in Quezon City. So they were all there, but they were pitching virtually to the investors via Zoom. So the investors were all in their respective HQs and homes. So, it's pretty much the same in terms of the format, but we were doing it virtually just because we wanted to be safe with the Delta virus. So as you know, you can't have too many people on set. So that was one way that we were able to minimize the number of people. And we were happily able to pull it off in terms of how we were able to shoot the entire season.
Impressive. And who are your investors and judges for season 7, John?
Okay, so Rico, we have the CEO of Converge ICT Solutions, Dennis Anthony Uy, not to be confused with Dennis Uy of Davao. This is Dennis Anthony Uy of Pampanga. So he's on board as our investor judge. We also have David Almirol of Multisys Technologies Corporation. We have Rose Ong, the SEVP and COO of Wilcon Depot. We also have our first mayor on the show. So we have the Honorable Mayor of Kawayan, Isabela, Bernardi. And finally, we have the cryptocurrency expert, Jay Villarante of 8 Ventures. So those 5 comprise the judges and investors for this season. And I can tell you, Rico, it's quite exciting how we were able to get them all together because they all each have their different areas of expertise. And it was really such a sight to see them interact with the entrepreneurs that we had this season.
Wow. John, this is an impressive lineup of investors and judges. And I wonder, after the final episode, the 8th episode, which particular entrepreneurs they will be investing in. So tell us, what are some of the lessons you've learned as an entrepreneur yourself from this season 7?
I think, Rico, especially now, I think it's very important for us to focus on moving forward. I think there are risks involved in us continuing what we used to do. But I think if we minimize it by being creative in how we execute, like in our case, we were able to do this virtually. So I think if we are able to pull together, we are like-minded in the sense that all the investor judges this season really want to help, right? They want to be able to invest in the next big startup. So we were able to come together and agree that we can push through with this season despite the Delta variant, but to do it in such a way that we minimize the risks, while at the same time we give the opportunities for these startups to be able to pitch to them. And based on the results, I can't give anything away, but we have very, very exciting deals that have happened this season. In fact, can I say it? But I'm going to be involved.
How big are the deals? How big are these deals? Even just to give us a hint of what we can expect from episode 2 up until 8.
People will have to
give us a teaser, John. Give us a teaser. So we will watch episode 2 to 8.
In peso amount, I don't want to give a peso amount, but in terms of how our judges were able to collaborate together to make sure that they work together to be able to give these guys a break. I think that's what I can say. There were some CSR initiatives as well that happened, and I think we're talking about technology here. I mean, you know who our investors are. Definitely, the investors, the startups on board are going to have hopefully a very bright future ahead of them, because being partnered with these judges that we have on board, if you get partnered with them and their organizations, I think it will set you up for bigger things. And now I think more than ever is the perfect time to be able to partner with the startups, because as you know, the next big companies, the next big meta companies will be born right here, right now. And that's why it's such an exciting time for us and for all the entrepreneurs and investors we have on board this season, Rico.
We're really very excited for you, John, because you keep on coming up with new themes, really respective and impressive judges season after season. So please invite Final Word viewers to watch season 7 of The Final Pitch, John.
Okay, so to the viewers of The Final Word, please watch The Final Pitch here on CNN Philippines. We air every Sunday at 9 p.m. with replays every Tuesday at 8 p.m. and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. You can also catch us online. Our website is thefinalpitch.ph. And for those of you who are aspiring to fund or get support for your businesses, I know there are a lot of you out there. There will be future seasons that we are preparing for. The next one is going to be focused entirely on female entrepreneurs. It's going to be the Shiro's edition. So after this virtual edition, I hope the female entrepreneurs out there who have startups that they would like to pitch to our judges. Our judges are going to be female as well. So that's going to be exciting and another first for us. So I hope that you watch out for that. And I hope that we get a lot of our female entrepreneurs and successful entrepreneurs as well to be able to join us in that season. So I guess that's it, Rico.
Congratulations, John, on your season 7, and more power to The Final Pitch. John Aguilar, The Final Pitch creator and host.